There, I'm David Barefoot, and this is the Holy Shift Podcast. Just as a reminder, there's this other than desired, aligned outcome that's longing to take place in whatever's happening in your and my day. Every moment. You're running to work, running to get out of the house to go to work, and your kid shows up and they've had some new breakthrough curiosity thing for them, but it really only involves a little toy. And they're engaging you, and they want a moment where you share their excitement, but you're in a rush. It's a shifted moment. The less than usual is, and this isn't for you to feel condemned. It's just for us to recognize the fork in the road, because holy is other than. The holy shift is the other than set apart, and then shift, spelled with a Y, is so that we're reminded that there's a fork in the road. Every moment can be the less than outcome that happens when you don't choose to shift and take hold of the other than, what wants to emerge, the aligned outcome. So back to that kid running up to you, you're on your way trying to get to work, and they've got this moment. If you're aware and you see it and it's happening, one of two things happens that could still be a holy shift moment. We'll cover all three, non-shifted and the two holy shifted possibilities. It happens, all of a sudden, kid comes up, you're late, you know you're late, you know everything going on in the day, and so you just say, look, I can't right now, show mom, I love you, I'll see you later, and off you go. You don't even realize all they heard was, I'm not available, you're not available, they're not important, their excitement, they're confused, and off you go. That is the less than state. It could have been even worse than that, where you actually say it with a tone that they've heard you use on the phone with somebody you're mad at. You're not mad at them, but they know that tone. They've heard you frustrated and be short with some contractor at the house that's let you down. Like, you get the idea, right? Tone of voice, they hear that tone of voice, and now I use that tone of voice with them. They don't know the difference. And it's really just that I was rushed and getting out to work because I want to thrive at work, to make more money, to bless my kid and help them go to private school and help them go to college and all that stuff, right? All those things. That's the less than option. The other two shifted options are on the way other side of the spectrum is you going, whoa, this is one of the top priorities in my life. I can afford even 15 seconds. Watch how easy it can be. You get it. It's a pause. Take a knee. Get eyeball level with them and go, hey, even though I'm running late, you are more important to me than anything on my schedule today. I just want to tell you, even though I got to go, I want to know what's up, what's going on. Talk to me, and then we'll schedule some time to work, dig into this later. Any way that would match your personality, but the pause, eyeball level, connect with them, give them a hug, go grab a sticky note, write the note, and say, look, put this on the refrigerator. We're going to meet tonight at 6:47 p.m., and you're going to tell me this whole story. Deal? High five. Boom. Connection, excited tone of voice, shifted, wholly shifted outcome instead. The one in the middle would have been, you didn't really do the shifted one. You did the less than one, but you were aware, and you do something about it inside of you to have that pattern interrupted, and you use that awareness superpower to communicate to your kid. Even though you think they don't get it, they will when you come back and say, hey, do you remember? And take them to where it happened and say, you came up and I was running to work and I told you, and I get it's kind of weird, especially depending on how young they are, but say, I just want you to know I didn't intend, but I made this choice, and what I wish I had done is this. So can we replay and role play this again? Go across the room, now come over, have them replay that moment, right? And just go for it. That's a shifted way of living. So we talked last time about people and the fact that as you choose to not live behaving and showing up the way you have in the past, and you choose this shifted life, it's going to rock people around you. And so go back and listen to that one if that is something that would be powerful for you to just revisit how to draw healthy boundaries, how to get reinforced in living real and raw and free and powerful, and yet still not steamroll over everybody that you care about. The other aspect, though, about people is proximity. I want you to just pause for a second. The word proximity, all we're talking about is what are you near? What's near to you? What are you choosing to have proximity to? And I can tell you the stages of my life where my proximity was around people and environments that did not challenge me to grow. I didn't grow. When I was in proximity to people that challenged me to grow and environments that challenged me to grow, just you listening to this podcast is proximity to reframing and frame breaking concepts. You can't show up here and not get challenged because it's the nature of the why in Holy Shift. I don't apologize for it, especially for you, the listener. If you're here, it's because you dig it. You want to be in proximity to the things that cause you to challenge the status quo so that you can choose your life instead of just take the gravitational pull of what this fallen world dishes out. So, who are you hanging out with? And I'm going to go very specific to an area that may be a frame buster for you. Finding people organically that you can hang out with and environments. For example, going to a gym. It naturally changes your environment. You're around people that choose to work out. Ever notice that the gym has more fit people than outside of the gym? Like you go to the gym, you hang out at the right gym for a while, you think everybody's buff and in shape, and then you go back out into the real world and you realize, oh no, wait, almost nobody is. I just heard a statistic, I don't know scientific proof or not, but when I was growing up, there were more people with six-packs than there were millionaires. But today, there are more people that have multi-million-dollar net worth and are millionaires than there are that have six-pack abs. So for you to hang around with 3 or more people that actually have a six-pack would change how you feel about your gut. I'm not telling you need a six-pack to be happy. I'm not telling that should be your goal. I'm simply saying that if that's an area you wanted to rise in and you're hanging out with a bunch of people who could care less, you're not going to be challenged as much to make different choices and to shift. So proximity, there's the organic, but if you want to go faster, often you need to find somebody that's a pro, that has the fruit that you want in a particular area of your life. And if they really have the fruit, they may not have the fruit in all the areas, but they're a pro. They are an opportunity for proximity for you to be near an environment that's going to help you to go farther faster. Then you need to engage that person. You need to ask for their help. You need to pay them. You need to barter in some way. You need to do whatever it takes. If you got to sell your favorite motorcycle, that's a second vehicle for you so that you can have proximity to grow your business and then go buy your dream motorcycle. What's the big deal? So when I share with people that I spend $50,000 a year for my coach and all the energy that goes into being there, being in proximity with him and being in his room monthly and the quarterly resets that we do and having access to the curriculum and the softwares and all that, some people, it blows their mind. I want to get to where I'm investing $500,000 a year one-on-one. Why? Because my ROI is always 10x when I do that. I'm not measuring the number magically. Sometimes it's way bigger than 10x. Sometimes it's 2 or 3x. It's still always, I get way more back than what I spent. So if I have to sacrifice to put myself in proximity to people and technologies and systems that will help me thrive as a man, thrive as a husband, thrive as a father, connect better with myself and God, improve my energy levels, my fitness, my health, my holistic inside-out vibrational health and energy, my business, wealth building, you name it. It's too important. The sacrifice is worth it. So I'd have you consider, where do you right now know you want more out of life? And where could you go faster by finding a pro and engaging them in one way or another so that you're in proximity that will help you make this holy shift quicker and more often so that you rise. Keep coming here. It's one place you'll get challenged. Share this podcast with other people. Light them up. For now, I'm David Barefoot, and this has been the Holy Shift Podcast.